So it's been a while since you've seen me. I think it's been like a month now since you've seen me. Again, I am 7 months pregnant now, so that's been the main reason why I haven't really been all, crazy with the filming. And this is actually going to be my final review ever for Bobbi Boss Indie Wave Indi Remi hair. I filmed tons of reviews, and for the sake of this review, what I want to do is film it in 2 parts. Right now the hair, I've put coconut oil on it because I'm going to be washing it, and obviously it's in these 2 braid thingies. I've had the hair installed now. I installed it on February 16th, and so it's been in my hair now about 8-9 weeks now, and it's going to stay in for another 2 weeks before I get a new install. And for different hair, and I'll review that and give you all the information about that. But for the sake of this video, I want to give you an accurate assessment of what this hair can do and what it can't do, and what you will find will happen to the hair over time. I don't want to film the hair after it's been washed and I've put a bunch of product in it and then talk about reviewing the hair. I want you to see the hair as it is without product after being installed for 8 weeks, and then I want to show you what the hair looks like with product after being installed for 8-9 weeks, so roughly about a little bit over 2 months. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply product to one side of the hair, and I'm going to leave the other side of the hair without product, let it air dry for you, come back and show you what I'm working with, so you can really see and get a real assessment of this hair and whether or not you want to invest in this hair, because it's not cheap by any means. For drugstore quality hair, for drugstore hair you can hair you can purchase at the beauty supply store. If you haven't seen my initial review, I'll post a link below. I will also impose somewhere here pictures of what the hair looked like on the day that I actually installed it, so you can see the thickness and the length and the curl, because I did not curl the hair on its own, like the wave pattern. That was its natural wave pattern before the hair had been washed, any of that. So I'll get into all the pros and cons of this hair after 9 weeks of being installed, 8-9 weeks of being installed. But you'll see that coming up. So stay tuned. I'm gonna wash, and again, I'll post another link to my hair washing routine so you can see the products I use and what I do to wash the hair. I'm not gonna get into all that in this video because I've done that video already. Anyway, Dimes, thanks so much for staying tuned in and subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back for the second half of this video. Thanks. Hi Dimes, so welcome back to the second half of my video. I'm reviewing Bobbi Boss Ocean Wave Indi Remi hair. As I mentioned before in the first part, I was going to be placing product on this side of my hair, or a side, and this is the side that I place product on, so you can get a sense of the hair's capabilities after 9 weeks of being installed, and what it can do and what it looks like versus what it looked like before, and the side where it's just washed and no product is applied to the hair. And as you can see, the hair, I hope you can see this, because as I'm viewing it now, the hair is so dark that I feel like you can't get a clear view of the tangling and the shedding. So I really hope you can see this. And I promise I didn't do this for effect. I really just, rinsed out my conditioner and applied the products, and I'll mention what those are to you in a second, to one side of my hair. I combed everything, let it air dry, and here's what you have when you apply product to the hair, and here's what you have when you don't apply any product to the hair, or you perhaps apply the wrong products to the hair. My friend actually, the one who recommended this hair to me maybe 1.5 years ago for my wedding, is the same person who 2 months ago or 3 months ago installed it, washed it, returned it, because this is what she had on her head. And she, tried different products to try to make it work. It wasn't working, and actually sent it back to the manufacturer and got her money back. And so, or a store credit back. And so the hair, it tangles. I mean, it just tangles. I mean, you see what I'm doing here? You imagine yourself at school or work, and you've washed and conditioned your hair, and it looks great when you're walking out the door, and this is what you're left with. You're not left with the smooth, curly waves or what have you that you had when you first installed the hair. And as you can see, because of the frequent use of having to brush the hair so much, you're dealing with shedding and tons of it. And so Even I did seal the wefts, as you saw in my initial video. I did seal the wefts with I think weave sealer 101, weave extensions 101, I think it's called. I'll place a link below. I'll do all that so you can see exactly what the sealer I used, and I do have a mini review in my first review of this hair of that sealer and how great it is. It does its job. I think the problem is that I'm having to comb and brush the hair so much to remove tangles that that's what's causing the amount of hair to fall out. And so I will say this: the products I use, really, I wash, condition. My weave washing video lets you see how I wash and condition the hair. And I applied just like a dollop of this Dove's hair therapy. And again, I've tried other conditioners, don't work as well with this particular hair. It needs heavy silicones for it to work. Followed by Herbal Essence Totally Twisted Hair Mousse, and that was it. Now, despite the use of product on this side of the hair, it still tangles. I have to tell you, this is my day 1 basically of my wash, so it's doing pretty well. By day 2, day 3, day 4, it's gonna look again more like this side without having to go in and brush, having to brush and remove tangles and smooth and re-wet the hair. I have to re-wet my hair during the course of my 8-hour workday about 4 times. I then have to brush it again about 4 times. And you're leaving bathroom, and you're leaving hair in the company bathroom and all these things, because otherwise you walk around and it's looking like this on the side of your hair. And every morning when you're wearing this hair, every morning you have to get up, you have to get your water bottle, you have to spritz a heavy amount. It's not like a light spritzing and you go. You gotta almost soak the hair. Then you apply your Dove hair therapy, nourishing oil care conditioner, followed by your Herbal Essence hair mousse, and that's the only way. And then again, of course, by day 3, you're heavy with product, so you have to go in and you gotta co-wash this hair the night before your day 4. I mean, it's work. So when I reviewed this hair, I really wanted to give you a sense of really what this hair can do and its capabilities. And it is workable. Like, I've had it here 9 weeks. Is it tangling? Absolutely. Is it shedding? Absolutely. Even despite being sealed. And I don't blame the sealer. I blame the amount of tangling that's causing me to apply such pressure to the weft, because I'm constantly having to brush and comb the hair, that it's gonna shed more than it should. In addition to that, it's not as long as it was, or obviously as full as it was upon first installation. It's still keeping a good amount of fullness for as much shedding as it's doing and all the tangling it's doing, so that's kind of a plus. But it's definitely getting shorter, and the ends are definitely getting more split due to all of the action that you have to do on the hair. And so if I weren't being sent hair, I would reuse it. Why? Because I know what to do to make it look presentable. I know how to work it. And 2, because it's a known evil. I know what to do with this hair. For me to go to the beauty supply store and try another more expensive beauty supply store brand hair in the hopes that it works, not so much. I'd rather just stick to what I know. Is it great? Is it great quality? No, but it is what it is. If I were to reuse it, I would have to reuse it, and I would have to apply a new pack of hair because it's shorter. It's now the length of if this was 16 and 18 inches originally, it's now the length of maybe 16 inches total, maybe 14 to 16 inches. And so I would buy another 18-inch pack of hair, throw that in with this hair, and then keep it moving. And it would look great for a few weeks, and then it would go back to being like this and having, one side, really hair that really tangles, that you may not want to have to deal with if you don't apply product. And again, ladies, you're gonna have hair in your purses, hair on the floor, hair in the bathroom, hair everywhere with this stuff. And so if you're gonna do it, it can be done, because you can see here, you can do what you can to work it. It does still, like I said, shed and tangle despite product, but it's better. And again, I have to say that, tomorrow, in a few days, this side, even if, by the time I'm putting more product, it's still not going to look great. It definitely gets that weighed down look. It doesn't look great every day, but today it's kind of working for me. And I'm gonna fix this side. I'm gonna wet this side, apply some product and some mousse, and keep it moving because I gotta go to my niece's birthday party now. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you have any questions, give me a shout out. Thanks, bye.